And tonight we've got a real treat in store. I've seen their investment pitches, videos, I've met them this evening, and they are really inspirational. GlobalWelsh is the diaspora organisation for helping Wales economically. So we tap into the diaspora, whether it's in London, whether it's in Paris, Beijing, Japan, wherever, where we have contacts around the world to help invest in Welsh businesses and in Wales. And of course, London is one of the greatest investment centres of the world.
Well, London is the financial hub of the UK, and we have over 300,000 Welsh diaspora in London who are all really keen to give back to Wales. So that's why we chose London as the investor event.
I'm David Barton, co-founder of Kaydiar Limited, a medical device company specialising in offloading technology for pressure-induced wounds and musculoskeletal injuries.
How can we make sure that we help firms prove that they're fully compliant?
The inspiration behind Validient really was, we sat down with multiple different firms in the industry and essentially said, what are your biggest problems from the pandemic? And digital identity kept coming up.
We could use those advanced technologies that are used to make news so easy and inspiring to second hand. It would be world changing.
We've got so much support. We've had the amazing Startup Academy give us access to really awesome speakers who've given us their time and given us all their knowledge, and it's really helped boost Used and Loved's positioning and understanding of where we need to go next and how to do it.
It's a different type of advice you get from someone who's raised money, who's scaled a business, who's failed at a business. They can provide that information back.
We provide a really comprehensive portfolio of resources, storybooks and lesson plans for teachers.
It's a really supportive startup community, and there are also lots of different benefits of starting up in Wales, such as the funding that's offered by Development Bank Wales.
And also FinTech comes in. So we have combined investment grade property data, and we coupled that with semi-automated financial modeling tools that help speed up that process.
It's easier to get to know people, and it's a very small environment. We've also got the support obviously for Welsh Government around the Development Bank of Wales. There's a great fintech ecosystem. There is an emerging prop tech one, and Cardiff seems to be this hub that seems to be developing and growing some really fantastic ideas and startups.
Even more importantly, we're seeing a huge demand come in place as a result. However, for many, we're still asking, where do I get an EV? Where do I charge? Is this good for my life? Is it better to have this in the long run? Coming into Wales and coming into Newport has meant that we've been able to stand out, and we've got more visibility, meaning that we've got access to not only investors, but we've got better access in terms of resource as well, and opportunity. So for me, it's actually the opportunity to stand out within an ecosystem that is growing.
I never really knew what was going on, what I should be doing, or where to go for help. As it turns out, for 90% of people that have ever bought, they consider it the most stressful event in their life.
I think Wales is an incredible place to build a company and be an entrepreneur, because the startup ecosystem is just so supportive. I've been really fortunate to bear the fruits of that.
Bearhug is here to support you, whether through recovery, active product use or community.
But there's a really rich pool of talent of people with energy and enthusiasm, and the passion that we have as Welsh people. We can harness that and support each other to grow great businesses.
Well, I think it's an untapped resource. I think that Wales has a huge potential. It's a real hotbed of innovation, of talent and of passion that are tackling some of the biggest challenges that industries around the world are facing at the moment.
As an investor, I look for an entrepreneur who's done it before. That doesn't necessarily mean that they've succeeded before, but they may well have failed, but they've learned along the way.
Well, the advice I'd give to a new Welsh startup is, one, start up. I think it's really important that we get energy into that part of the economy. And I say that knowing full well there's huge energy already in that, but there's room for masses more. We're very well capitalised thanks to the Welsh Government. We've got over 280 people in the Development Bank now focused on supporting Welsh enterprises. So I would say knock on out.